And we're back for another day in the LEC where Mundo goes where he pleases and Fnatic looks great. Might as well say it now because we never know how long it's gonna last with them. Rogue, guys, I'm sorry, I still don't know how you managed to lose that one, so I'm gonna put a pin on this one for now and we'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right, now that we got the chrono breaks and pauses out of the way, let's get ready for another set of games. We're still in best of 3, it's still fearless, and GX will make their great comeback to the league as we're all gonna pretend yesterday was a rehearsal for them. Today, they go against Vitality, who created so much space, they had room to welcome Niski in the support role for the very first time. Last but not least, KC versus MKOI, France versus Spain. The matchup is crazy hype, so let's see what the boys in blue learned in the hyperbolic time chamber in Korea.
The perfect teammate! They take it all! Here comes the Crow's storm! It's not back, it's the call up at the crest! This people, oh my god! Claps! Everybody! You know the story, you know the legend!
And welcome back to a new episode of Duo Q where we test how well teammates know each other. Today, GX edition, we have Noah on one side and Jackie's on the other. So let's see how well they know each other. Are you guys ready?
Hello, ready?
Hello?
Yeah.
Ready?
Hello, yes.
Okay, let's start with an easy one. And I'm just saying this one because you guys mentioned it. Who is the smartest?
Be honest, Noah, please.
3, 2, 1, reveal. Yeah, I knew this one was gonna go like
No,
this.
please be
Okay, so
honest.
let's settle this one. What do
Did you put yourself?
Yeah. Of
Oh
course you
my
did.
god. You even said, you right now said, AD carries are stupider than mid.
But it's like general. Now, both of us, I'm more smart.
All right.
You're not. It's fine.
Who has the best fashion sense?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, reveal. Okay. Who runs it down the most? In general, not just in scrims. 3, 2,
We know.
1.
Okay.
I mean, you were laughing, Jackie.
I will be
so
honest.
Explain yourself.
I'll be honest. If it's
Nice,
me or Noah,
yes.
if it's me or Noah, it's probably me. Yeah. It's probably me.
Is it useful ints? Are you creating space or?
I mean,
are
I'm
you
creating
just running
space,
it
of
down?
course.
All
And
right.
I'm testing, you know? For next time it won't happen. So.
And next question, guys. Who is the best cook? Who is the best cook? Not in game, in real life. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Oh, nice.
Nice.
What is your specialty, Noah?
I mean, I'm here to like cook Korean food, you know. So I think I'm better cook.
What
And
Korean food?
Like ramen.
Okay, ramyeon. Putting water in noodles. Great. That's amazing.
And or something like kimchi and rice, you know.
Okay, make a kimchi jjigae. And I will decide if you're the best cook for
I can, yeah.
GX. All right. Who has the best taste in movies? 3, 2, 1. All right. Who would have the best chance of surviving in the wild?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Oh my
I
god.
don't even want to
You're
look.
perfect,
There
actually.
is no way you put yourself, right?
We are
No.
perfect.
Okay, nice, 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 nice.
I mean, Jekis is more faster than me. And
Yeah.
Like he is small, so he can survive from like wild,
All right. Last one,
like
guys.
animals.
Who smells better? Who smells better? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Anything to say about this or like?
Honestly, I mean, I didn't know. Like I don't know how Jekis smells. So.
All right.
I never really smelled him too.
Nice, nice, nice. Good answer, guys. Thank you so much. 5 out of 7. I think that's some of the best synergy we've seen in this game. So your synergy of the Rift is great. Now let's see if you actually can make it up in game. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. That
Thank
was
you.
great. See you for the
Thank
next
you, thank you.
episode in Duo Q.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye bye.
Hey. Okay, we're back here at the studio. We'll see if... Oh, hello, the entire family is here. It is very cute. It is very cute. There's like a new setting every day. Shout out to everyone at the studio for making this happen. And guys, GX, Synergy outside the Rift, great. In-game, not so much. They have the makeup game against Vitality today. But before we get to this, there's a new addition in the LEC. There's a new player in the LEC. Not so much a new player, a player that we know, but revamped on the bot lane. Niski is going to join Vitality in a new role. And I wanted to take a step back and talk about all the role swaps we've seen in history. Not all of them, because there's a lot, but what would be your most notable ones? I asked X earlier this week. A lot of common answers.
For me,
yeah.
it's Perks.
Okay.
I feel like he lifted EU up to a new level that we haven't seen since, and just the way he piloted ADC, all the things that he did, bringing in his own unique flavor of picks, and just the success that the roster had is unbelievable. And at least for a European swap, for me, that's the best one.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You're gonna play with Caps. Might as well just give him the spot. And of course, when you're a player as gifted as Perk, I feel like it makes sense.
And I think also, like, the importance of when that happened, people have to remember this is when Uzi had won MSI, and like Korean AD carries have been so dominant for a long time, and you have these Chinese AD carries coming up. It was like, okay, well, how's a European mid laner going to do against, Uzi, Deft, all these great players? And he showed that you can actually role swap and use the learning from another role and use it very well internationally.
I have one that is dear to my heart. Would be Core JJ.
Oh,
Core
yeah?
JJ, yeah. ADC at Dignitas, goes back to Korea, joins Samsung, wants World. Giga chat attitude.
Yeah, but I think the Core JJ is so impressive because as an AD carry, he wasn't actually the most impressive player.
No.
He has a very famous Ezreal play where he's ulting backwards in a crucial fight. And that's probably how most people perceived him until he went back. And what a successful role swap that was as well. Becoming world champion, highest you can obviously reach in League of Legends.
Yeah.
Super successful.
Crazy thing about that team, 2 role swap players. He also had Ambition going from mid lane to jungle because he was one of the better mid laners in the world. Went to jungle and was the best jungler in the world for that event. So that team, very special in the whole context of role swap.
That's what getting solo killed by FLICKR does to him.
I know, man.
I feel like back to Europe, Yellow Star has to be one as well. When it comes to like AD carry switching to support, he made Worlds Finals, the first Worlds Finals actually. But yeah, when you think of Yellow Star, you don't even think about ADC. You think about everything he achieved in Europe in the role of support, I guess. I don't know. Were you playing League of Legends when Yellow Star was playing? That's an actual question, actually.
I started in season, end of season 2.
Okay.
I didn't really follow. I followed esports after like season 3 with FLICKR. That's when I started.
Yeah. What about some fail ones?
Where do you want to start with that? There's a couple. I mean, do you want to start in Europe or do you want to start elsewhere? There's like this one dude called FLICKR who was a teammate.
Okay, we're staying in Europe.
A teammate of Yellow Star for quite some time.
No,
that did not work as well. Yeah, there's the famous Sivir Orhen moment where, he just right-clicks and doesn't do much else.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, there's going to be moments where you role swap because you feel like you could bring something more to the table and to your team. And I feel like in this situation, he kind of role swapped because Origin was
it was kind of the context of it, right?
Yeah.
It was more of a necessity for him as well. I think if we are keeping it like in terms of talking about a mid laner onto support, what stands out to me is in North America with Hui from the mid lane position into support. I think Hui has been super successful bringing what it is to be a mid laner into a support role. I think that's kind of where we're dragging this discussion as well. It's the mid lane role that's so good at filling other spots on the map, and I think Hui did a fantastic job when he moved to support.
I think Niski is kind of a similar player to Hui. He's more like a supportive mid laner that loves to play with his jungler, never really had the craziest carry performances sometimes, but I think that his mindset works way better as a support than a mid laner. So I think this is like a good swap for him career-wise.
I kind of agree with that because with Niski, it was always, we're talking, back in the day with Niski and Ilyoya, mid-jungle synergy. If you're support, jungle is one of the biggest, most important links up you can have on the map. So I think Niski already had that down to a T as a mid laner.
And I think that raises a bigger question about, well, okay, if mid laners are role swapping, what skills do they bring to the table? Well, mid laners play all classes of champions. They play on the map, they play early game, they play into side lanes, they link with their jungler, they link with their support. Mid lane is very well situated if you are going to role swap at all to go to other roles, because you get so much broad knowledge of the game. So I'm hoping this works out, particularly with what Niski's shown before.
Other roles in general or solo lanes? Because we have the example of Xiaohu, who went from mid lane to top lane, was bringing a lot of mages onto the top lane, especially on that year. But I mean, I don't know what is going to be the difference and what is going to be the best lane
Emperor Spring.
a
He's doing really well,
mid
by the
laner
way.
is going to shine at. What would be the best lane?
Well, I mean, this guy is a really good example of that too,
Yeah.
because if we bring it back, because we're contextualizing this around Niski going to support, if you get to play the map in the role you're going to, and it definitely did when Xiaohu went to top lane because he was playing lane pressure and side lane champions, you can really use that same kind of ability that we saw with all of the assassin mid lane players that we saw before, the mage players which wanted to get value out of side lanes to do that. All of this broad skill set works its way back in. Now, that doesn't mean that you are always going to succeed when you're role swapping, but the skill set is definitely important.
Yeah, I agree. And I think mid laners in general, as you already highlighted, will have a really easy time going to support, which is often perceived as a role that doesn't require too much, right? I will say there is one former mid laner. His name's Cadril. Kind of running it down on support. Kind of, just a little bit.
No, Cadril did the most amazing role swap. He role swapped from... Look at him, unhappy as a
Casual
player.
before
No,
co-streaming.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, from mid laner to co-streamer, I feel like it's a pretty successful role swap. And closing thoughts on this, Jack Spectra, do you think Niski has the potential to be a successful role swap?
I definitely do. For me, the biggest thing will be just how is his laning phase? How fast can he adapt? And can he bring some spicy picks to the bot lane?
Yeah.
I think Perks, he brought so much more to the role, and I hope Niski can do the same.
I mean, he was hinting Twisted Face support, Telia support. We'll see if this is the kind of stuff that we can see in Best of 3 Fearless. But for now, Shox caught up with the newest support addition, Niski, in the Marriott Bonvoy pre-game check-in.
Thank you so much, Laura. We've got Niski here, a role swapper himself, starting as a support for Vitality. And I'd love to know where this came from. Was this something that you initiated yourself? Did they reach out to you and see if you wanted to do this?
Okay, basically, usually when I come to Berlin, I either go and visit Mac or Pad, because we're friends for a long time. I've been with them for a while. And then, so basically I went to see Pad, and then he was like, I have this crazy idea. And then the first thing I told him is like, you want me to role swap support? And I was like, yeah, actually. Because in the past, so many teams already asked me to role swap, and I was like, no way. And then I was like, in the beginning, I was like, no, I won't do it, And then I thought about it a while, and I was like, I mean, why not, Why not? And then, yeah, basically that's how the idea happened.
So it was more of a why not a, oh my God, I absolutely want to role swap to support. So how does that function then in terms of how you see the role and in the, I want to say, transitive properties of what you need to be a good mid laner and what you need to be a good support?
I would say to be a good support, you really need game knowledge. I think you need to know where to open on the map. Where do you need your wards, how to flank. There's a lot of stuff that as a mid laner you kind of do anyways, and I feel like that's why it makes it kind of easy for me, because I know how to play the game in general as mid laner. So now I know what Shayak needs, for example, what vision he needs. And yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's an easy transition. I mean, it was not that easy from the beginning, but I did put a lot of effort. I watched a lot of VODs. I worked pretty hard, actually, to make it work, because I knew I only had 1 month to make it work. So yeah, I hope today I'm ready. And I mean, from scrims, it's been going pretty well, luckily. So hopefully it will show today.
We've heard, actually. I think a lot of people were just surprised.
Yeah, I think...
Yourself included.
Myself as well, yeah. I was like, I mean, it can't be that easy, right? I think...
Careful, the supports are listening.
I mean, I feel like my team does play really well, to be fair. I feel like as a support, if your team is not good enough, you can't really win anyways. But I think my jungler is really good. We match really well. We cover each other's mistakes and whatnot in game. And I mean, yeah, playing with cars is always easy. So I think that's a plus as well. And yeah, I just think the team is great.
Okay, to end this interview, I'm going to ask everyone today who I interviewed to give me a hot take about, you can choose, be it about the meta, be it about your own team, be it about the league, anything really that comes to mind.
I think Koi will finish top 3.
Koi will finish top 3,
Yeah,
a little bit of praise there.
Yeah, I think Koi is really good. I'm going to scrim them.
Yeah?
I respect Alvaro a lot, and I feel like as a team, they move pretty well, and they're very aggressive. I mean, I haven't played KC yet, even in scrims, so I don't know about them, but I think Koi is a really good team, and I think they are scaling slowly. Yeah.
Okay, nice hot take. They're playing the match of the week versus KC later, so we'll see, but you're starting versus Giant X, of course. So thank you very much, Niski, and good luck.
Thank you.